Slice of STTP life. So, before we begin, this is kind of a test, per se, on some different voices that I'm gonna try and do, and see if I can try and make my own story, per se. So, I'm gonna use both my quote-unquote female voices, and then also the combination of male voices, and see what I can do with these little puppet voices that I can do. So, if any of you have any ideas on what I should do with this, I would be glad to know. Because this is something that I just thought up in my head as I was brushing my damn teeth. So I was thinking, hey, why not, and see what you all might think about it. So let's begin. Twilight Sparkle was currently readying herself for the next reading of another fanfiction story for STTP Studios. She then took a drink of her water, and then looked to the pages.
Okay, alright, blah blah blah, Stardust, yeah, I got that. Then some more things with Hell Jumpers, I got that down. Okay, I think I am ready. Alright, Spike?
Spike went to look over on his lines, and then, after he heard his name being called, he looked over at Twilight. Yeah, Twilight, what's up?
Spike, I need you to help me out with a couple of these lines. So, I have to curse in one of these, and I don't necessarily like to do that. So, is there a way where you can maybe, ask if I don't have to say it? Or maybe he can do like a censor bleep or something? I don't want to curse.
Well, Twilight, it's part of the story. You're gonna have to do it, and also, by the way, you kinda gotta give the internet what they want, or at least that's what a lot of other ponies told me.
Spike then took a sip of his water.
And besides, you'll do fine. Hey, maybe you can, do you know that spell where you can make yourself deaf? Maybe you can just speak it, and then not hear yourself say it. Does that work?
No, Spike, that doesn't even work. Spike, I don't want to curse at all. I don't want to say anything bad. I just want to have it all clean. Now I know we're doing, stories on, well, not so Philly-friendly stories, but still, I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse at all.
Spike gave a small chuckle as he went to Twilight and patted her onto the shoulder.
Well, I think I might know what'll make you forget about all that. You see that stallion back there?
Spike pointed his claw over to a stallion who was currently reading a part of a fanfiction. Twilight turned her head to see that same stallion, and her eyes went a little bit lovey-dovey for just a second, and then she snapped herself out of it.
Oh god, wait, sorry, no, I don't know what you're talking about. He's alright. I mean, kinda muscular, and, well, he seems like he knows a lot of his literature, and,
Twilight, I know you have a little thing for him, and so do you too.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Shush.
Twilight turned away to try and hide her embarrassment, but it didn't necessarily hide that well. Or, well, at all.
Twilight, I know that you're embarrassed. You don't have to hide it.
Spike, it's just, I don't know, okay? It's just, I like him a lot. Fine, okay? I said I liked him, but I never really talked to him before.
Well, maybe you can talk to him after he's done. Or maybe, maybe in the middle of it.
No, I can't do it in the middle of it. He'll probably kill me.
I don't think he'd do that.
Spike said as he chuckled a little bit more from Twilight's adorable embarrassment.
Spike, just please, Okay, fine. Do you want to sate your curiosity just a little bit? And I may as well too, but just shush. Let's just hear what he has to say while we kind of peek in on him.
Twilight said with an even deeper blush than before. Spike tried his best to hold in his laughter, but couldn't do so that well because of how hysterical the moment was. And it was for understandable reasons as well.
Okay, Spike, just be quiet. Let's hear his really nice and soothing voice.
Twilight, did you
Shut up!
Twilight hissed at Spike as she hid behind one of the booth walls with him and tried to listen in to the mysterious stallion's reading.
Sickle, are you telling me that you have no Celestia damned idea that... wait. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I forgot. In here, Celestia Damned is probably not a thing. I'm so used to that. Alright, sorry. Let's try that again.
The stallion was none other than Drizzle Harvest, the same stallion voicing the much tougher characters and stories. Drizzle took a large gulp of water from a bottle nearby as he stood in front of a mic and his lines hoisted from a stand. Twilight almost got herself caught eavesdropping from popping her head out and daydreaming about him if it wasn't for Spike pulling her down. She made a little squeak in shock.
Oh, come on, Spike. I was only gonna look for one more second.
Twilight, you looked at him for 27 straight seconds. If you were to look one more second, I would have guaranteed that the one pony behind the booth that's checking all the audio work and stuff would have noticed you. Or maybe even Drizzle would have noticed you too.
Well, I wouldn't really mind if Drizzle noticed me a little bit. But wait, what were you saying?
Twilight was still caught up in her daze about her and Drizzle being together. Imagine any scenario you want from that.
Twilight, please. Look, we both know that you like him a lot.
Okay, fine, I do. Fine. Are you happy?
Well, to be honest, I was always happy from the start because of just how much you're freaking out about this stallion.
He said with a chuckle.
Spike, I'm not freaking out about him.
Twilight, do you see what you're doing right now?
What, this? This is not freaking out. This is
No, don't show me an example. Hey, Drizzle.
Spike said as he scratched the back of his neck and looked over to see that Drizzle came out of the small studio to check out the ruckus. Twilight looked behind her and she made an adorable little squeal of excitement and surprised to see the blue unicorn stallion look at Spike and Twilight with a confused look.
Hey Spike. Hello, Princess Twilight. Is everything okay here? Is there anything I can do to help you two at all?
Yes, please. Yeah, let's see, what can you help out with?
Don't mind Twilight here. She just has a little...
Shut! No, I have a little bit of a problem, you see.
Twilight tried her best to cover Spike's mouth, but it didn't necessarily work out too well with just her hooves, and Spike had the perfect opportunity to say what was on his mind.
Twilight has a crush on you!
Spike's mouth was closed in an instant with her magic, but it was already too late. Drizzle knew exactly what was on Twilight's mind, and he made a little chuckle.
Oh, well, I didn't think that a princess would be attracted to me.
Spike saw a perfect opportunity come up. Currently in the hallway of the studio, it was just Drizzle, Twilight, and himself. If he removed himself and just did his own little thing for a little while, that would mean that Twilight and Drizzle would be alone together. So he took the opportunity to go into the kitchen and make himself a little bit of a snack to eat as the two would talk, and maybe things would start to happen.
Yeah, I do have a little thing for you. I hope this doesn't really, make it weird or anything. I know I just met you, it's just, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And besides, don't get me wrong, you... I hope I don't make it, offensive or anything, however, but I gotta say, you look absolutely stunning, I gotta say. Even if you have, maybe a bad hair day, I would say that, gosh, you look absolutely beautiful.
Drizzle said, trying to flatter the princess, and indeed, it certainly worked to a degree. However, there was a little catch to it.
But, I could compliment you all day, but I have some pony with me. She and I have been together for quite a while, and I'm sorry, but, we can't really be together. If you wanted that, I assumed, but if that's what you're suggesting, I can't. I apologize, Twilight.
Drizzle said with a sincere look. He knew that many other ponies had their crushes on Twilight, and he also was with someone, so he wasn't going to do anything problematic with the situation. He decided to give her a friend zone hug, and she held on to him for dear life almost, it felt like. They soon broke off the hug and they looked at each other.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't even know. I'm sorry.
She apologized many times, unnecessarily, and Drizzle just patted her onto the shoulder. That's fine, don't worry about it. And besides, you have plenty of other ponies who like you, and hey, you may like them back. But anyway, it was nice meeting you. I never really got to personally meet you myself. I think my aunt has, I'm not too sure, but either way, it was great meeting you, though.
Yeah, it was great meeting you too.
So, I suppose we better get back to work, or either that or go home, or something like that. Either way, you maybe want to talk later eventually, maybe tomorrow or something?
Oh, sure. I'd love that.
The two eventually said their very awkward goodbyes, and then returned back to their voice acting. Twilight was currently alone in her studio for a couple of minutes, and she thought about some things.
Oh, dear Celestia, I hope I didn't make myself look bad. Oh, gosh. Oh, well, at least we're still friends, but gosh, I don't know what he thinks about me. I'll just have to sleep it off in bed, maybe. Sadly, another night of masturbating to nothing again. I just want some pony to just... I don't know.
Spike eventually entered the studio room, and Twilight and him talked about the events that just happened not even a couple of minutes ago. Drizzle was also left alone in his studio as he pondered out some thoughts. Well, I mean, I don't get myself wrong, I mean, she is really beautiful, but gosh, oh dear Celestia, I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, that's a princess I'm talking about, and I'm just a normal ass unicorn. I can't do anything that'll pretty much top that. Okay, baseline is I'm happy with the mare I'm with, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I don't need a... Oh boy, I need some rest when I get back home. I really do. Oh well, at least I'll have a story to tell when I'm back at the house, if any pony is even awake. Well, at least I don't have to worry about masturbating. I'm not single. Okay, back to work. So those were just a couple of ideas that I had at the time and the moments that I was thinking about all these different things in my head, the ideas and whatnot, and I was wondering, do any of you all like it? Do you dislike it? Can you give me a little bit of feedback on some improvements? Anything, really. The main baseline is I would love to know if you all enjoy it, or if you don't enjoy it. There's some things that I could improve on, some things I could take out, anything really. Just let me know, bring out some ideas, bring out anything. Because personally for me, I wouldn't mind doing more of this. However, the main important question is, would all of you like to see more?